Perfect timing. I just finished my lunch, and the timer said time to go. So, here I am, the old gray gamer. Once again, I'm going to stream two different games today. From now until about 2:45, we'll be streaming the Kidderminster Harriers FM20 save, and then we'll take a short break, and then starting at about 3 o'clock, we will be streaming Out of the Park 21 Bleeding Dodger Blue. So, there we go. That is the agenda for today. Thank you for showing up. Oh, that's one problem with eating bread. Get hiccups. Anyhow, thank you for showing up, and thank you for following along. Let's get this party rolling. It is now noon. It is time to start the stream for real. Here comes the intro. Welcome to the Old Gray Gamer stream. Welcome to the Kidderminster Harriers FM20 save, where we attempt to take one of the three professional teams in the conference and get them out of the conference up into the Premier League. Today, we're going to start off with an FA Cup tie. Fourth round qualifying match, which matches our club's vision. We will see what we can do from there. Let's take a peek down here at the club's vision real quick. They say they want me to make the fourth round qualifying round and the fourth round of the FA Trophy. Well, today we're playing in the fourth round qualifying round. So we made that. The FA Trophy. Click the right button there, gamer. Third round play is in, a week? Yes, a week. And we already beat them 4-1 on the road, so I'm kind of confident that we'll win this match, which will get us to the FA Trophy fourth round, and therefore we will meet the club's expectations in those areas. We were supposed to avoid a relegation battle. We are doing that. We are supposed to work within the payroll, and we are doing that, so the club appears to be happy with us. We will see just how happy they are. Our finances, we left off. We have $130K in the bank. This month, we've made $57K in profit, brought in $146K, spent $89K for the season. We're $20K in profit. That also includes about $57K. As you can see, I went from a lot of money to not nearly as much money because I cut 10 or so coaches that for some reason the previous regime had coaching in the under 23s for some unknown reason. So here we go. Oh, I forgot. You guys got to remind me. Opposition instructions. Turn it on. Unfortunately, I turned it on too late. I supposed to turn it on as soon as I finished the previous match, and I didn't. Match preview. We are the favorites. They've been playing well. We lost against the best team in the league, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. Our starting lineup, Mannion, Henry, Higginson, Johnson. Lowe's being rested because just he needs a rest. Austin, Weeks, Shenton, Hemmings, Williams, Hurst, and Samuels. On the bench, Idem, Lowe, Chambers, Naby, Belikli, Ellenson, and Norrie Scott. Norrie Scott's not fit, so hopefully I won't play him, but he's there if I absolutely need him. We will submit the team. They are playing a 4-1-2-2-1, 4-1-2-3, whatever you want to call that. I never know how to call that. The opposition instructions, we will double check them, make sure they did. We're not changing our tactics. Pep talk. Let's try that. Well, that didn't work, but this generally Helps. I'm going to make them happy. Raise their morale. Yeah, they looked happy. Listen keenly. Nothing specific noted. Couple motivated. That's good. Motivation might mean better play. I'd like to win this to get to the FA Cup first round because the money starts to pile up. Obviously, I'd like to win this because I'd like to make the FA Cup third round where the big boys come in, pick up a Premier League team, play them on their ground, and make oodles of money. But that's 3 wins from now and a luck of a draw. So let's get this first win. First goal, Luke Hurst. 10th goal this season, the assist by Sam Austin. You know, I really, really should get better at play-by-play, but the only way I can do that is to slow the game down so that I can read the names faster. I know my players, but I don't know who's where at any specific time because I play the game sped up 2 clicks. Sam Andrews picks up a yellow card. Austin does him. Crosses. Nobody there to get on the end of it. Now they're counterattacking. No real threat. Our top 3 are playing well together. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but they've developed a pretty good relationship. Hemmings goes back to retrieve that one. Crosses it in the middle. Oh, an absolute... Oh my goodness, that was an absolute sitter that he missed. Henry kicks it back to Mannion. Mannion back to Henry. Henry over the top, nobody home. Austin plays a little bit of defense. That's good defense. Forces them back. They swap flanks. And that was an easy goal. No, he was offside. I think I signed that guy once upon a time for a... oh, he was way offside. I didn't realize he was that far offside. Okay, might have to alter the tactics just a little bit because that's just not working, boys. The wings. Go down the wings, please. Oh my goodness, what the heck was that? We're destroying them on the right wing. We just aren't converting. Well, that was a weak throw. Yeah, see, they try to go down the middle or the left wing. We just I don't know. It might be the fact I'm playing an inverted winger instead of 2 wingers. But by playing with the inverted winger, I can play with a Mazzala and I get the attacker from there. Second goal, Luke Hurst, 11th goal, assist by Ashley Hemmings. 28 minutes in, Kidderminster 2, Oxford nothing. So a bit of a news update on myself. My seat came for my iRacing racing cockpit, and I got it all put together last night and put on, and I attached the seat up and got in and was driving and having a good time. And well, I was doing over 200 mile an hour in a Dallara on the Daytona International Speedway. That's not an easy thing to do. You get to, well, no, it's easy to go 200 mile an hour. It's tough to control the car at 200 mile an hour. Let's put it that way. It just wants to, the back end wants to snap around. Declan Week, second goal of the season, a second time. He's starting to find his range on those free kicks. Whatever distance that is, he has a nice curve on the ball, and he can get it over the wall with a bit of a curve, and the keeper just doesn't have a shot. Good defense. Good defense. 3-0. We're just trying to see out this first half, staying up 3-0. There we go. 3-0 at halftime. Absolute domination in terms of the score. I'd like to see a little bit better possession, but I'm okay with this. This is not bad. So let's go in. Well, let's go and check the opposition. They're not making any subs. You guys are doing great. But you know what? I see all this complacency. Gains focus, motivated. Gains focus, does motivate. Okay, so that's not horrible. We're doing well. I need Sam Austin, who seems to gain focus, which is good. And calm. Please do not pick up your second yellow. I think you might already be suspended due to yellow card accumulation, but let's not get a red card. And we're good to go. Let's start the second half. Let's finish off Oxford. Get into the proper FA Cup first round would be nice. See who we're going to play. Because now we're going to start getting into the teams that are proper teams and should beat us. Okay, you must be a bot, so you are banned. Oh, off the crossbar. Unlucky, unlucky. Keeping the pressure on, though. Shenton gets back on the ball, turns it around, gets it over to Samuels, who tries to kick it through the guy. Ooh, Shenton takes a long-range shot. Doesn't find accuracy. We should start seeing substitutions here in a few moments. Nice. Nicely saved off the line by whoever was playing in that spot right over there. I'm not sure who that was. I could probably go into my tactics and figure that out, but it was nicely saved off the line. Hemmings beats the man. Gets, oh, easy goal for Luke Hurst. That's a hat trick for Luke Hurst. No assist given on that. I don't know why, because that was a beautiful pass. Does one of their players deflect it? No. I don't understand why there's no assist on that. There should be an assist for Hemmings on that one. That was beautiful. 4-0. They're dropping without a trace. It's now just a matter of time until we finish them off. And there's their first sub. We'll go in and we will pressurize him. Confirm changes. I do not want to play Scott, and apparently I don't have to. And I'd rather not play low. So the subs are going to come from these guys here. And to be honest with you, as good as everybody is playing, or as well as everybody is playing, if I want to use better English, I guess, I'm not sure on what to do on subs. I got a sub because you know, the fixture congestion is just wearing people out. So Shenton, yep, there's a perfect. Nabby, do you do better as a Mazzala? Yeah, you're good Mazzala, you're a good playmaker. Bilicki, mid-center, you're a better ball-winning midfielder. So let's put Nabby in place of Shenton because Shenton's looking a little beat up. While we're at it, I can bring Chambers on or Bilicki on for Hemmings. Let's bring Bilicki on. They wanted me to start him instead of Hemmings, but Hemmings got his fitness, his condition up to over 80%, so I started him. But this will get two of my tired guys out of the play, and I've still got the one last sub in case I need it to get that yellow card off. take a look at tactics. I do have someone. Yeah, I can bring Chambers on for Austin. Chambers is a better striker. So I'm going to not sub that third one. I know I'm going to be wearing some guys out, but we're going to try to manage this. I'll sacrifice a league game to make it to the fourth round of the FA Trophy just to match the team expectations. I think we make a little bit of money off of that, and we'll probably make decent money off of this. We're up 4-0. They're not going to score 4 goals in 10 minutes plus stoppage time. They might score 1 or 2, but they're not going to score 4. That was some shoddy defending there. Get in front of him. Attaboy. That's fine. Give up the corner. We're okay with that. There you go. Just keep on pushing the ball out of the box. There you go. Looks like we got this game comfortably in the bag. You're now telling me Austin's got a yellow and knees off tackles. He's only had that yellow for half a game. Weeks again. Ooh, see what I mean? He's almost got it. He's almost got it dialed in. Now we are a professional team, so training can improve these guys. Full time 4-0 win. Perfect game. 3-goal hat trick for Luke Hurst. Very good. Very well done. Very, very well done. And that gets us to the first round. Gets us into the proper FA Cup first round. Okay, as always, first thing I'm going to do is save the game. Strictly because I've had issues with my computer, the encoder dropping. And if the game crashes, encoder drops, then I lose those games. And I get very upset when I lose those games because I have to replay them. The other thing is, I do, for those who might be watching my stream for the first time, or if I eventually get these up on YouTube, is I always come down and I'm going to be, look at that, 24K for winning that match. I love that. Oh my goodness, 24K for winning that match. Hurst is stellar. Son, you were absolutely fabulous. Keep it up. He's had a 9-6 game. That's great. Okay, we get to the 20th. I'll check the finances. Yep, he is fined him a day's wages, and he's suspended for 1. With the code of conduct, he's okay with that, so we'll see how things go. Now I'm going to come over here to finances. Since it's gone to the 20th, my balance is now $181,000. And I'm writing this down for those of you who don't know this already. My profit loss this month is over 100,000. For the season, I'm up 71,000. My top end money was 110,000. So no clue how that's doing that. I guess, I don't know. Who knows? $206,000 of income for the month. And we've only spent $97,000. They only spent $97,000 in 1 month. FA Cup. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Let's go back and look at the schedule. I'm going to have to blow my nose, folks. We got a road game against Blythe, and we got a home game in the FA Trophy against Gateshead. Okay, I'm going to mute myself and go on BRB because I do have to blow my nose. I do apologize, but it is what it is. I'll be back in a few moments. Under the too much information category, I've got a sinus condition I've had ever since I was a young boy. And I forgot, if I eat when I first get up, my nose decides, hey, run. So it started running, and I should have thought about that and had my lunch a little bit earlier than I did, so I could have blown my nose and continued on. Anywho, okay, our next match is on the 22nd. They're coming fast and furious back at us. We literally don't have a whole week off until here. So let's see what happens. We got the Blythe Spartans. They're in 17th place, but we're really going to have to, let's see who we're playing. How many teams? 93 teams. It's not time to do the individual draw, so just do the draw all teams. And we've got MK Dons, a League One team. That is probably the end of our run in the FA Cup. And the worst part is it's a freaking home game. Why couldn't that be a road match? Trophy 4th round is today draw also. And Gloucester or Prescott versus us or Gateshead. And Gloucester, I think they beat us already. Let's go back and look at our schedule. Or did we beat them? That was a draw, a road draw. So okay, so let's take a look at our schedule now. So we got a game on the 22nd, the 26th, the 29th, and 2nd. And then look, it just piles up. There's our first, not until the middle of next month do we have a situation where we don't have 2 games in a week. Okay, let's go look at training because calendar. That should be week 3, 2 matches. That becomes week 4, 2 matches. Let's go to November, week 1, 2 matches. Week 2, 1 match. Week 3, 1 match. And week 4, 1 match. We might, because we're probably going to get knocked out. Okay. Nope, that should be week 3 on middle, not on. Middle 2-1. Yep, I keep on doing that. We have too many training schedules, but I found these and they're gorgeous. They're just absolutely wonderful. They do help. That should be week 2, 1 match middle. Not week 1, week 2, 1 match. It alternates what you're doing, and it does actually. I believe that it helps the team. who knows for certain. We've won our first match. We move on. Now, Blythe plays a 4-1-2-3 like we just faced. And let's do this now. You go to tactics, you go to opposition instructions, and now is when you do this, because even though I've got it turned off, I think it still does it in the background where it says to the pre-match tactical briefings. I turned it over completely to the staff and all that stuff. But by doing this immediately after the last match, it's set. I don't have to worry about it with Blythe. I wish it held on to it. It doesn't. Or if it does, I haven't found out where it does it yet. And if somebody knows, please let me know how you can get it to be permanently on. Okay, middle 4-2, middle 3-2. Yep, that's what we want. We got it. Team selection device. Yeah, see, it's now. No, I'm going to hold off till tomorrow to do the team selection, but it's basically saying I need to have people rest. We're a favorite, barely. So we'll see. Austin Henry, stay back. You're a ball-playing defender. Thank you. Mentoring group 2. Well, since I'm here, we'll go to the mentoring groups. I don't do this. This is one of the things that you can micromanage yourself into the ground, and I don't do it. I got Bailiki. They want him in mentoring group 2. So why didn't you put him in mentoring group 2? I don't understand. You want me to, but then you don't do it. So you want me to do it. Okay, fine. It's the assistant coach who suggests this, and it's the assistant coach who I told to do the setup. Okay, let's just go back in and make sure that, yep, I still got legal groups. Okay, so let's go to tactics now. As we can see, Austin is suspended, so I am going to have to play someone else at mid-right. They are suggesting I play team selection. Chambers at right mid, and I think that's the only option I got, to be 100% honest with you. Well, no, that's not true. I can move him to right mid and play the problem is I got a bunch of players who are tired. But let's get it till tomorrow before I make that decision. Okay, it's now the 22nd. Now we go to tactics and we'll see the truth. Okay, I'd like to give him a day off. I'm not busting up my top. If I move Hemmings to right mid, bring Bailiki on to be the left mid, bring Lowe back in place of Henry, and I just gotta put someone on the bench. Niger on the bench. Everybody else is fit enough, I'm going to guess. Boy, I'd like to play Nabby because 80%, and I want you for the FA Trophy match. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Chambers, Hemmings. Even though there's some time off, I do need to. Yep, Now watch Low pick up a yellow and be suspended for the trophy match. Okay, we'll continue on. Available for the under 18. No, nobody. You're progressing? Oh, David. But the problem is, well, hang on. You're at star and a half. Tactics. You're a star and a half. Chambers really doesn't play that well there. You know what? Where you at, bud? Nope, you must be in the unders. Where are you? Right mid. McKenna, no. Where are you? There you are. See, the problem is you don't really... You know what? I am going to give you a run. I'm going to move Chambers in place of Nije, and you get a game. Let's see how you do. It's a position you like. And do I have a true left mid down in the yeah, but he's not very good. What about down here? Yeah, but he's not very good. Okay, we'll do that. Don't know my reserve and under 18s that well. Fremantle. Okay. Well, yeah, Luke played really well. 3 goals. That's really well. Okay, here we go. Yep, if you get hurt, I don't care. Run your damn leg off. Game against Blythe. I did it already. I thought I did. See, I need to make these habits, and I'm not good at making good habits habits. I'm good at making bad habits habits. I'm very good at that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, fitness. He's not at full match sharpness, but he's at 99%. So if he gets hurt, got to back up. Ooh, these are only, that's right, only 5 players. Well, I want Shelton or Chambers on the bench. So looks like Shenton is getting a full day off. Yeah, I forgot I'm in the league now. This is a 5-man sub bench. Now, this is a road match, and in road matches I generally lose between 11 and 20,000. So the balance is probably going to drop to about 160K. This is our 9th road match of the season, which is the same number of home matches we've had. So, okay, let's just carry straight on and fragile little minds of footballers. Go make me proud. The wife should be taking her lunch break here soon. which I will mute the stream while she is fixing her lunch, because otherwise you hear rattle, 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 microwave, rattle, 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 microwave. And I'm sure that that's not pleasant to hear on a stream, so. But I will keep the game moving. I won't stop the game and make you sit and wait for however long it takes. You'll at least get to watch the game, even if I'm not talking. And I will interrupt if something exciting happens. Ooh, like a nice save. I thought for sure that ball was going in. Nice save. So far, we're not doing well. No shots and less than 50% possession. Okay. Boys, play better. Ed Williams passes it back for the build-up. Weeks over to Naligua, I guess, how you pronounce that. Back to low. Pings it out on the left side. Samuels has a go. At least it's a shot. That's our first shot of the game. Focused after the feedback. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you want me to play a shorter passing game. I hear you. You're always telling me to play a shorter passing game. Someone's injured. We're playing on. We're supposed to kick the ball into touch. Well, apparently he's not that injured because he got back up. It's been a boring draw so far, but there's a goal. An own goal. We'll take it. We'll take an own goal. Looks like their left defender just headed the ball back into his own goal. I didn't think my player was close to it. An own goal is better than no goal. No one was there. I don't know what the heck he was doing. We're not winning the second balls. But we're playing good on the defensive end. Playing well on the defensive end. My grammar is horrible, folks. To think I graduated and know how to speak. That was a spill. Disallowed offside. Thank you. Okay, we're not doing bad, but we're capable of even better. You've played well, but there's room for improvement. Tactics for the opposition. Have they made subs? No, we have not made subs. They have not made subs. I've got some players who are starting to get tired. Okay, what can we give them? Yep. There's much more to come from you. Go give it to me, please. Start the second half. They start with the ball this half. Forced their keeper and just put it in touch. Yeah, see? What was that? Do not pass the ball into the middle of the pitch on a straight square in. Oh, that should have been a goal for Hurst. Nice save by the keeper. I gave Hurst some praise, and look at his he's playing a 6-4. That's why I don't like to give these guys praise unless they truly deserve it. We're starting to pull away in terms of time of possession. Get back. Oh, Nabby. The wing was open. Oh, off the post. Unlucky. This is starting to look like it might be a 1-1 draw. Okay, they've made 2 subs. I'm not even paying attention. They've made subs, folks. Time to put the pressure on their subs. I don't like making my subs until at least the 70th minute unless we're playing horribly. I used to sub earlier, but that's why you don't put the ball in the middle, folks, because when the middle, that's where the other guys are, and when the other guys are there, they score goals. Now it's 2-0 us. That might be all she wrote. Yep, we're continuing with those tactical changes, and you just made your 3rd sub. We will put pressure on him, and we will make our 1st sub. I was going to sub off Samuels, but he just scored, so no, we won't sub him off. Isn't Lowe on a yeah? Lowe's on a yellow. We're up 2-0. I'm not going to do it because I don't have anybody to play central defender if I lose one of them. Declan Weeks. I don't have any central midfielders, so okay. Let's let Chambers come on. You've played well, son, but you were not supposed to play. I played you, so it might hurt you, but you got some time. You played well. And Chambers is not a natural right midfielder. He's a natural center, but to be honest with you, when he plays in either position, he's not the greatest. Nice save. They're starting to pressure us. I don't like this. I don't like it. Okay, get the ball across midfield. Good. Get out on it. Good. Samuels into the middle for Hurst. Right into the keeper. Unlucky. Okay, let's make our 2nd sub. We'll replace our other wide midfielder. Hemmings. Actually, no, because Bielicki or Bellickley can play ball-winning midfielder. And let's move him to the ball-winning midfield and then bring Hemmings on. This gets Weeks off the pitch, which means he will definitely be able to play in the FA Trophy match. 2-0. 83rd minute. It's not over yet, but it's getting close. This will be a big boost. Pushes up into the playoff spots, which I didn't expect. This gives us... Gets the ball clear. It's a good job. Ed Williams coming down the right side, crosses it to nobody. Didn't quite hit his man. They've outshot us, but it's okay. We'll take it. That's it, ref. Anytime you want. You can blow up now anytime you want. We'll take the 2-0 road victory. Excellent job. Very pleased with that performance. Save the game. That's an FA Trophy match. Okay, go to tactics, go to opposition instructions, and immediately set them all over to that. So that's done. We move into promotion contention. Yeah, okay, fine. The game was on the 22nd, so we need to get to the 23rd before we can check finances. There, we're on the 23rd. Let's go look at our finances. 157, yeah, see, 24,000 lost. But we're still up 83K for the month. At one point in time this season, I was at $50,000 and I was $60,000 in the hole for the year. Yeah, we made a grand total of $3,012 of income in that match, but we spent let's say $28,000. So there's your big loss in money, but that's fine. That's cool. We're doing well. Okay, schedule wise. Next up is a home match against Gateshead, which is the FA Trophy, 3rd round. We win that match, we make the FA Trophy 4th round, and we've hit goals. So, let's see what happens. Game is in 4 days, or 3 days from now. We should be much better in terms of healed. Keith Lowe's out for 1 to 2 days. You should be back before the match. Yeah. Nope. Offer you a trial. Can't offer you a trial. You want more money than I'm going to be able to give you, so I'm going to just acknowledge you. Always looking for ways to improve the team. What I'm finding out, however, is financially we can't do it. Morley is fired by Chester. What's interesting. You know, I should put our Vanarama south, which is us, right? Nope, we're in the north. Kidderminster's in the north. I forgot where we were, folks. And then from there, you go to the Vanarama National. And from there, you go to League 2. Anyhow, Morley was fired by Chester. Chester's in the Vanarama National North, so it would be a parallel move for us, and they're only semi-pro. Any kind of a potential job offer we get has to be a pro team. Miller's sent to go on trial with us. He's a veteran striker. We'll take him on trial and we'll look at how much he wants, and then he'll probably say, I want $50,000, and I'll say no. So he's on trial. He's a regular in the prime of his career. So he wants to be a regular starter. I'm going to guess 50K. That's close. 55K. No. Now you go down to the under 18s. just so I can keep an eye on you for a week. Team selection advice. The game is tomorrow. We're not going to take their advice just yet. Available players for the under 23. Who do I have? Butterfield is unused. He will still be unused. Pleased with match preparation. That's nice. Let's get to the 26th. Yeah, we've brought in 18 players, got rid of 8, but you'll notice they're all freeze. Okay, we're still on the 25th. No bad training, so I won't go over there. We're now on the 26th. This is match day, so now let's look at our fitness levels here. Keith Lowe's fitness level is low. Okay, Keith Lowe, you're not playing. But Samuels is back up, so you go in place of Navi. No, wrong. Shenton's the one I want. Where's Shenton? There he is. Shenton, you go place a Navi. My goodness, I'm dumb. Right mid, what's his name is no longer, Austin is no longer suspended, so he comes in. How much longer is Reese out? 2 weeks. Man, I miss him. Left mid is Hemmings. Hemmings for Bellickley. And I think well, let's just do this. Mid right, mid center, mid left, striker, striker. That's generally what I want. I got everybody in the 80s and the 90s, or 90s and above. Good. Lowe's the only one, but he's on a yellow. I've got Chambers and Bellickley on the bench with Ellison and Scott. We should win this match, folks. We should be the favorite. This time we're at home. We beat them 4-1 on the road. Let's see what happens. Available first team. Let's take a look at the schedule. I know we got back-to-back games. We had a game on the 29th that's in the league, and then a game on the 2nd and the 5th in the league. So, you know, in all honesty, I can't afford to let any of you guys play. I need you for rotational purposes, potentially. Capable, not quite fit. Okay. Low is there just as a absolute precaution. Here we go. FA Trophy, win this match, and we should meet expectations of the board for the season. Team is all set to go. Let's do it. I got 2 players who are not fully fit on the bench. Hopefully I don't need them. I apologize. Still got the hiccups from that bread. stratagem. We just won a match. Okay. I don't understand why it did that. We just won 2 matches, one really convincingly and one on the road convincingly enough. You win 2-0 on the road. I don't care what league you're in. That's a good win. Okay, we're in red. Well, that's not an ideal spot. Good defense, anyhow. And we've injured a player. Okay, this is a home match. Come on, boys. Play better. Okay. This is a home match. It's enough of that shit. We're the better team. Play like it. Well, that's a little better. That pass into the middle of the pitch is just horrifically bad. I thought that was going in. I thought for sure that was going in. Johnson. Back to Shenton to Johnson. And Johnson just dwelled on the ball and let Curry take it off his foot. That's all there was to that. Declan Weeks picks up a card. This has been absolutely horrendous. We should be winning this match easily, and we're getting absolutely trounced. We are getting absolutely demolished. That is just pathetic. That is just absolutely pathetic. There is no sense for this game to be 1-0 to them with a stat line like it is. I hate that pass, by the way. I think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose a match we should never be in danger of losing. Because we're just playing horribly. There's their second goal. I apologize for the extra sound, but it's getting rather warm in my house, so I had to turn the fan on. Looks like we're going to fail to meet one of the board's expectations. And we are going to make subages here because Samuels is playing like shit. I need my partnership in the back. Let's go and down two. Down two with half an hour left to go in the match. I don't see us coming back from this. This has been an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. They've anticipated every one of our passes. That should have been a penalty there, ref. He was tackled in the box, and I don't think it was a clean tackle. '75th minute, they're making their second sub. We're going to make our last sub here in a moment. And what do I have that I can do? I put Shenton there and Naby there. Weeks is a damn good free kick taker, but I'm down 2-0. We're going to lose this one 2-0, folks. We're out of the FA Trophy. A round before we were supposed to potentially leave the trophy. Congratulations to Gateshead for playing an absolutely wonderful game against us. We have not been able to put the ball on the net. They've absolutely stymied us. And they're playing a 4-2-3-1. That's not our bugaboo. That's not our bogeyman. It is today. Everybody's dwelling on the ball in the midfield. Horrific. Time to yell at the players. That's it for us in the FA Trophy. So save the game. Although a crash would be perfectly acceptable. So I can play that game again. Gateshead's not that good. We beat them 4-1 on their turf. Then we turn around and lose 2-0 on ours. Okay, go to tactics, opposition instructions. The only good news is by doing this, it now frees up okay, we played on the 26th, so we get to the 27th. We'll check our financials. It essentially frees up our schedule some, so we're not playing back-to-back games all the time. And as soon as we're out of the FA Cup, we'll be back down to somewhat of a regular 179. So, consequently, I can start kind of penciling in the rest of our schedule here because we're losing that match. That's a League One team. We beat them, it's because they don't field a full-strength team. So we got away, home, away, home. Home, away, home. Won't go any further because odds are somebody there will have a game that we need to get rearranged. But let's focus here. This is where we need to focus. That's now gravy. Anything from here on out's now gravy. Yeah, we didn't. That was our second FA Trophy match. Our first match, I think, was a 1-0 win. Let's go look. What was our first FA Trophy match win? Yeah, a 1-0 win against Romford. So we got to focus over here. We got a game in hand against Altrincham and Darlington, so we could pull closer there, but Hereford's got a game in hand on us. Telford's got 2 games in hand, so they could leapfrog us. We're safe. 22 points. We're 10 points clear of the relegation zone. 3 full games clear of the relegation battle. Let's go look at the club vision. Failed. They understood. Satisfied with possession. Very pleased with attacking. We're grading a B, C+ in match performance, C+ in tactics a B, squad an A. So we got a B overall. I guess that's not bad. Was hoping to make the 4th round, would have pleased them. Yeah, post-match, that was horrible. Loss of determination for Brett Taylor. He's got a lot of 9s over here. What in the world do I have with this player? It's an 18-year-old central defender. Actually, he's not horrible. I'm paying him enough. Is he better than what I got in the front in the No. Except this guy's constantly getting injured. No. No. Okay. I need Lowe to get healthy. Let's see how far we can go. An hour and a half approximately left. And we will see what we can accomplish in the hour and a half approximately. Today, Ricky Miller's injured. He's out 5 to 7 weeks. That's nice. That's the guy who was on trial. Got injured on trial. Bye. No sense in keeping you around. Training schedule, 2 matches, 2 matches, 2 matches, 2 matches. Yep. Selection advice. I'm going to wait until game day. They're the favorite. And they're the team that has 2 matches. They have 2 matches in hand. So this is kind of an important match. If we win, that takes them out of the overtake possibility. Pre-match analysis against Telford. They drew against Hereford. Yeah, well, okay. I can't. He's not making anything, and I can't afford to pay him anything, and he's not that good to pay anything. So you feel free, sign him. I don't care. What do we got? What can happen that's good? What can happen that's bad? Yeah. And here comes the wife. I'll wait on her to get down here and get ready to start fixing her lunch. Then I'll just mute the stream and continue playing the game. Under 23's assistant. I'm still looking for somebody. Samuels makes team of the week, as does Mannion. I'm still here. Wife's just making her lunch, so I'm muting the stream. I'll be back when she's done fixing her lunch. Let's just say that square pass to the middle of the pitch is driving me nuts. Well, this isn't going well. We are apparently suffering from a gold drought. And thus ends the gold drought as Ed Williams, assisted by Austin Samuels, scores his 10th goal of the season. You'll notice that wasn't a square pass, that was a bit of a diagonal, leading the player instead of playing it straight over to him. Over the top. Got lucky. That should be some kind of a card. What kind? A yellow. the lawn services here cutting the grass, so any background buzzing, loud noises is the riding mower cutting the grass. Samuels gets on the end of that one. Diagonal pass didn't quite reach its target, but it forced them to play defensively. And now we have the weed whacker going. I'm going to mute the stream while these guys are doing this, so hang on. One at halftime on the road. That's not bad. We'll actually take that result right now. We've been outplayed. They've had 9 shots to our 6, but we did get the equalizer at the 31-minute mark from Williams. So I'm going to put it back on mute until these guys are out of the area. Well, that's not horrible. I can still see that they're causing the meter to tip on the microphone, but hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you folks aren't having issues hearing them and not me. This is where a good professional quality mic would make a huge difference, but they're expensive. And I'm not making money off of this, so that ain't happening. Although I should buy a boom, I should buy an adapter from my Blue Yeti to be able to fit into the boom I got. Okay, putting it back on mute because I see it's being impacted, and a goal for them too. Okay, we got a bit of a reprieve. They'll be back, and I'll have to mute it again because you got to do the backyard, but they're not right outside the window where I'm sitting right now. Ended a goal drought, but we need to start playing better overall. And we're not. We got players trying to do everything on their own. Okay, time to start doing subbages. And Luke Hurst, after the praise, is playing like crap. That's why I don't like praising him. No, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. Let's see if we get anywhere. I will be muting the stream once the ride mower comes by the window to go into the backyard. Unfortunately, open floor plan house, there's no real place I can put the setup to soundproof it enough to make it like a recording studio. And this game has not gone well. Lost track of time. They have made one sub. We've got 2 more subs to make. So let's put Hemmings over here, and let's put Austin here. Confirm. There he is, going away. Critical. Nope. Didn't connect. They'll take the crawl across the middle of the pitch. Nabby will pick up a card. What card is it? Just a yellow. Good afternoon, fighter. I will be muting and unmuting the stream because the guys cutting the grass are here. And they drive right by a window that my computer's sitting near. You made it early enough to catch about an hour and a quarter of the game today, and we lost. It's all your fault we're losing. You showed up yesterday, we lost. You showed up today, we lost. I'm going to ban you from Football Manager. Just kidding. No, don't you dare leave. I'm just picking on you, as you well know. Missed an opportunity to jump up into the playoff spots again. Can you hear that lawnmower? Cool. So if it shows up in the negative 50 decibel range, you can't hear it. Good. I'll not mute the stream so often. Okay, moving on. What about the weed whacker? Actually, that's a blower. Yeah, that's a leaf blower. I don't know why they're running a leaf blower, but they are. Yeah, the mower's quieter. That leaf blower's loud. Yes, lawn equipment. Stuff that I should be doing on my own, but I'm lazy. And the guy in the riding mower will be done in just a little bit, and then they'll be gone. And they'll be gone for 2 weeks. I should really get them to cut the grass once a week, but every other week actually makes for healthier grass. You cut it too often, you burn it, and it's no good. Probably should have the grass cut once every 10 days, to be honest with you. I hear his mower, but I don't see him. Either that or I have something in the house going. It sounds like it's behind me and off to my right. I can't see him. Yeah, I know that, but I can't see him.
I'm going.
Okay, you're going. She's going back to work. Oh, yeah, there's probably 100,000 things I can do. One is I could just get a better microphone. That costs money. The problem with anything that uses AI to block background noise, etc., it takes a lot of training to get it to understand your voice. He might be cutting. Yeah, he's gone from the area. All the noise is gone. Now the only thing you're going to hear is a cat rattling around in the window. Maybe. I about killed him last night. He spotted something in the yard that totally attracted him, and he come flying across the desk and dove behind my monitors to get in the window behind my desk. I was not happy with him. So how is your day going? Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. You know the old bad horrible saying, kick the dog, spank your kids, and kiss your wife. Well, I'm gonna spank the cat. I'm gonna kick the cat and spank the wife because she keeps on leaving plates where the cat gets the food off of it in his reach. Too many emails, eh? Well, that's what happens when you're not able to walk over to someone's desk to tell them something. Oh. Yes, both are bad. He tries to get whatever it is, and she leaves it where he can get to it. Now, all that was on there was a few crumbs. And I know he's a cat, and odds are I'll never win this battle. But I was always taught as a child, you do not let your pets eat off your plate. No matter what your pet is. And she is horrible about not really taking him to task for trying to get food off her plate. He won't try it on me because he knows he's going to get thumped. But what would the business world be without pointless emails? That's the question I have. What would the business be without pointless emails? I doubt it. No. See, you can't have that. You cannot have productivity in business. You have to have wastage. And they're off. The guys who cut the grass are gone for another 2 weeks. I'll pay them next time they're here. Yes, you are being way too optimistic. I'm sure you've had this where someone types something to make an announcement and there's probably a typo in the announcement. It's a mass email announcement, corporate-wide. Hey, so-and-so, blah, 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 mass email. And you get one particular pedantic person who notices a typo and does a reply all to point out the typo. It's one of my favorite all-time things to see happen on emails is the reply all storm. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to write down the financials. Well, I can do it that way. Let me get the financials. Go to income from last month. Was 248. 810. Expenses from last month was 178. 033. Therefore, profit was 70,777 if I'm doing the math right. And the season profit loss will be $30 some odd thousand. I'll just go back to the base. 33,234, and the overall balance is 143,877. Oh yeah, that's great. Where you get attachments that, my personal favorite was I would get the, hey you, please take a look at the attached document and give me your thoughts. And there's an email chain, and there's a document, but it's not the document that you need because they revised the document, and all you got's the original document. That's just great. I've had that happen. Oh, well, we're firm favorites, so you have a chance to get off the schneid there, fighter. We are firm favorites in our next match. We've lost 2 in a row. We did score this game, but we got Geesley and then Bradford, and then we're going to lose the MK Dons match because they're a League One Cup and they're 2 leagues above us. Well, no document I can say, hey, where's the document? The problem is when there is a document and it's not the document that they want you to look at. And you look at the other document and you make comments and they're going, what are you talking about? It doesn't say that in that document. Well, it did in the original document, not the one you revised and didn't attach to the email. Well, you'll be good luck once we get to baseball. I'm debating, by the way, just to let you know, that discussion that was had yesterday about when to stream. I'm still going to do the stream out of the park baseball 3 to 5:45. But if I don't start getting viewers for this, I'm probably going to drop this and I'll just do out of the park baseball. But instead of a 12 to 2:45 and then a 3 to 5:45, I'll do 3 to 5:45, take a break, hour and 15 minutes, and then come back and do an evening stream. Maybe not every day, but do, 2 hours, 45 minutes minimum a day, maybe 5 hours of baseball. You think that would make the baseball fans happy? Of course, once baseball season starts, who knows what I'm going to do. Ah, my bot made it, finally. Let's go take a look at MooBot. You're building Taylor. I'll have to figure out, run a commercial, shout out to a streamer. Supposedly built-in commands, built-in chat commands, update category, Twitch title, blah, 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 blah. Well, there we go. No. Yes. You can have things like, how long has your viewer been watching? You click do it and it says, oh, you have to be an affiliate, which means you have to pay money. No. Yeah, trust me, I know. Okay. Wonderful. 2 to 3 days. That's not horrible. I can survive 2 to 3 days. Of course, I read yesterday the proposal that the league gave to the players for restarting. Arizona has supposedly said that starting, is it next weekend? You can have outdoor activities, sporting events. So the big question is baseball going to be able to hold events with no fans? Because that's the big problem. According to Major League Baseball, approximately 20% of their income is from ticket sales or game day income, be it ticket sales, commissions on items bought at the stadium, whatever they got their fingers into. Okay, Keith Lewis. Okay, you're that. Okay, good. I really need to get that one defender back. Okay, go over here, make double, triple check, sure, and I didn't. So Why I should do that after every match, but I was running my mouth. Go back. Yeah. And well, see, the thing is the baseball union's the strongest union of the professional sports leagues, and the players are expecting a certain amount of money from the owners, and the owners aren't going to make that amount of money. And regardless of what we as the public think, not all owners are the super rich guy who can afford to take multi-million-dollar hits every year. So taking a multi-million-dollar hit could be a potential problem. Mid-right, put Austin at mid-right, put Chambers there. That makes better sense. He needs to come off. Low is supposedly healthy. Yes, he is. Good. You know what? I'm always looking for an upgrade. He can play right and striker. You gonna buy 50,000 high-def cameras? And what are you gonna pay to watch games from? I mean, the idea is kind of neat idea. I kind of like it, but I don't see that happening. Well, they kind of, for instance, extra innings, $130 a year, I think is what it is. $130 a year. Oh my Lord, they are going to pack. That is a packed defensive formation. $130 a year to watch basically every game. I just can't watch the Dodgers play the Braves on extra innings because the Braves are my quote local team, and any game that's a national broadcast is not on extra innings. But generally I get to watch 140 plus games a year of the Dodgers if I want for 120. It's less than $1 a game. So you just set up your normal camera crews. Matter of fact, you can even set up more camera crews because you're not going to have the camera guy blocking the view of the fan. So you could set a camera up right behind home plate. Yeah, it's an idea. Why don't you suggest that to him? Send him an email. Make sure you include a chart and graphs and do a multi-recipient too. Oh, what did he say to do? Encourage him, right? Yeah. Yeah, sure you will. We're favorites. Go out there and do what you're supposed to do, damn it. It's 2 games in a row you played like squat. Now go do it. Yeah, all the players, all the owners, all the television executives from, what was it, Fox has Major League Baseball and ESPN. Oh, we got Facebook, YouTube. Well, that's a little better. That's much better. It was good passing. Although that wasn't a good pass. That was. Well, I don't know. Have you seen some of the Bat Boys? I'm not quite so sure that some of the Bat Boys are capable of reading yet. We're playing better. We just haven't broken them down yet. Of course, they're playing extremely defensive. They got 2 defensive midfielders. So... there you go. Well, you can just email everybody. Literally everybody. Everybody in the U.S. You can do star at star.star, can't you? That's a valid mask on the email, is it not? That way we'll get everybody in the world. And if everybody in the world just pitches in $1, we'll be able to buy enough cameras to put at every major sporting event in every seat. Just make sure you tell them you want a commission on the money they're making. If they're going to sell the rights to view these games from specific seats, and if they sell them for $1 a viewer, then you get 50,000 viewers, 100,000 viewers. You only want 1% of that, right? Two runners down the left side, and he takes a shot himself. Ah! So would I. And that's going to be a goal. No, it's not. Nice save. This tactic I play is susceptible to the punt over the top. Once they get packed in, they're pretty good, but until then, that over the top ends up with a lot of one-on-ones. Now, they're playing a defense that's stymie. It's 3 attackers go chase the ball. At this point in time, I'll just take them playing baseball. Finish the Premier League European football season. Auto racing starting this weekend. Pep talk. Aggressive. You're horrible. Tactics. Opposition. They have not made any subs. Go. Yeah, at this point in time, I'll take sports. Give me pretty much any sport. I don't care. I was telling the wife that I don't think people realize the mental effect that sports has on us. Yeah. You hate when your team loses, you get frustrated, but that good feeling of at least being able to watch your team. When you can't watch it, it's not there. Oh, that's frustrating. Goal! Oliver Shenton, all on his own. He went all on his own and beat the defender, and although that defender didn't run, he just stopped. I don't know who number 4 for them is, but he didn't even try to play it. Ben Sheriff. He's sitting on a yellow and he shows it. He didn't want to challenge. Yes, when all else fails, just kick the ball straight into the defender's legs. That'll surely score a goal. Here comes Declan Weeks. It'll be taken. Nope, that's Shenton this time. Why didn't Weeks take that? That's Weeks' spot. That's interesting. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, the I don't know what the technical terminology for this would be, but it's similar to going to an establishment and meeting up with like-minded people. You get a sense of belonging and feel good about things. Same thing with sports. Even though Facebook drives me absolutely batty, being able to get onto places like Facebook or Twitter or wherever, and there's I thought that was the equalizer. Nice save. Being able to do that and talk to people who are like-minded about your favorite team. Not having that sucks. Okay, what are we going to do? Hurst is still not playing well. Let's give the kid a run out. But Lolcat doesn't. Well, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but she said sports could go completely away and it wouldn't bother me, and I kind of, it's not just you, it's the world as a whole. Okay. You play. You a ball-winning midfielder or yes, you are a ball-winning midfielder. And Hemmings comes in for Weeks. That does that. 10 minutes to go. They have made their last sub. Nine minutes to go. Play. I mean, it's funny. I don't know if you pay attention to motor racing at all. Is someone going to go out and mark him? But when they shut down the NASCAR season, a lot of your drivers from the various levels of NASCAR, from the big boys down to their, what you could classify as their minor leagues, I guess, started going on to do things on iRacing, because it's the most realistic of the racing services that's out there, but also because they just wanted to have some sharpness, not necessarily have the exact sharpness, but have some sharpness with familiarity of the tracks. And I don't know who made the suggestion, but whoever it is that made the suggestion was brilliant when they basically went to Fox and said, hey, would you like to run events? That should be a red card. No, not even a yellow. It's interesting. They went to Fox and said, hey, would you like to broadcast iRacing events with professional drivers driving from their homes in their simulators? It's been a huge hit. They are averaging 1.5 million viewers every Saturday when they were doing this. So, come on, ref, anytime you're ready, just end the game, please. I know there's still time on the stoppage time on the clock here, but I won't Won't be hurt in the least if you just end the match. Yep. That's 100% true. Now, it's kind of funny because iRacing is the one that's different for me. It's the one esport that is like a first-person event that I enjoy. But I think it's because of the fact it's something that you don't do as a team. You're the only person in the car. I don't like. I mean, there's FIFA. I don't like it. I never got into basketball in anything except for, what was the name of that game? Oh, the XT. I can't remember the name of the game now. But it was a career-based basketball. You didn't actually play the game. You were the coach and you managed the team, etc. And then obviously Madden. I never got into Madden. But yeah, there's those kind of tournaments, and it's becoming it's been becoming popular, but it's becoming more popular. You can't think of anything to address. Just tell them they won. But if you ever watch, and you can watch them on YouTube now, watch the iRacing versus watch someone play Madden or NBA 2K. Now, if you're a fan of the sport and you're not a fan of auto racing, you might have the same impression I have with iRacing versus NBA 2K. Yeah. But if I think if you just objectively look at it, you'll realize the amount of work that went in to make the sim, and the skill with which these guys are participating. On a lark last night actually, if I try to get the cursor that's on the left-hand side of the screen to go to the right-hand side of the screen to go to the left-hand side of the screen, it's not going to work. That's my preview. On a lark yesterday, I got on the iRacing sim, and I loaded up the Nordschleife, which is this 7+ mile racetrack in Germany that's just notorious for being one of the toughest tracks in the world to drive. And I was driving it in a Cadillac racing vehicle, and I got that car up to 160 some odd mile an hour. I was having a blast. I was wrecking left and right, but when I wasn't wrecking, I was having a blast. Then I jumped on an Audi RS8 and had it up to 175 mile an hour. I got into a NASCAR Ford Fusion 2016 version. I got that car up to 185 mile an hour. I went to get into the Dallara, which is the Indy car, and it wouldn't let me because it doesn't meet specs for the track. But I watched a race where it was an endurance race and multiple drivers took turns driving for their individual teams. It was crazy how these guys can drive these cars at those speeds on that track and not wreck. Something I'll probably never understand. By the way, attendance of 1,820 people. That's good attendance. That's a very good attendance. Yeah, he did shine. He was very good. Yeah, you were good. There you go. Let's go look at the finances. Well, when was our game compared to today? It was the second, so we got to get to the third before we can look at finances. It is fun, but here's the key to this. You don't have to be able to dribble, make good passes, shoot well, dunk, play good defense to enjoy playing NBA 2K. You can play and play fairly well as long as you've got good reactions, what I call good twitch reactions. With iRacing, if you don't understand how cars work in terms of aerodynamics, and when you hear certain things or feel certain things, what it means, you don't drive very well at all, because it's not a racing game, it's a racing simulator. Come on, get to the third. Get to the third, please. Low reaches card limit. He'll be out for a day. He accepts his fine. So, now we're on the third. Go look at the finances. 170 again. 26. 989. 60, 224, 30. Yeah, see, that's approximately how much money I have to spend on a home match. Am I making interest? If so, how much am I making? Nothing yet. But I enjoy iRacing. I'm just not good at it. And I'll never be good at it because I'm 55 years old, and the guys who are really good at it, they're in their mid to late teens to mid to late 20s. They're the ones that are really good at it. And going up against those kids, no. My reaction time is nowhere near what theirs is. So I will never be able to race as well as they can, but I'm not trying to. I do it for fun. I am not streaming to prove that I'm the best football manager person. I don't stream to prove I play out of the park baseball better than everybody else. I do it. I play the games because I enjoy playing them. And if I don't enjoy playing a game, I don't play it. I think most things need to be fun. If it's not fun, you don't want to do it. Yeah, I know. When's our next game? It's the 5th, tomorrow. I'll listen to you tomorrow about that. Telling me to replace everybody. Add to mentoring group 2, add to mentoring group 2, and I think mentoring group 3 only has... I'm not going to remove anybody. We'll take it that way. Actually, let's just do this again. No, it's not what I want. I want that. Got confused. There, and now come over to here. Sweeper keeper, sweeper keeper, sweeper keeper. Ball playing defenders. Mazzala, ball playing defender, inverted winger, complete forward. Mazzala, ball winning midfielder. Wins your attack. No, you need to be. Hey, where's I had that? You were right. I'm sorry. Is everybody set up correctly? They are. Good. True. I don't know too many people who think that working is more fun than doing a hobby, but there are some workaholics, and that's fine. I was never one of them, never will be one of them. If I ever feel like this becomes work, I won't be doing it. This should be fun. I should be enjoying myself. And I honestly enjoy myself more when I have anybody around to hear me droning on about whatever. If you agree with me or disagree with me, I'm also not one of those people that I'm going to try to cultivate an echo chamber worth of viewers. I'll have people who disagree with me on things, and that's fine. I won't chase them away. They may go away on their own, but I'm not going to chase them away. 1 to 3 days. Boy, I need him back. No, I'm not going to promote Prosser because he's not that good. Doesn't play a position that I use. Reese. Medical report, that's what I was looking for. Expected to return is 1 to 3 days. Now, we're playing the number 22 team in the league, so I should be able to play some reserves and win this match. I mean, let's be real here. They are the last place team. We're in playoff contention. So, yep, it's today. So, Lowe is suspended, so I have to play someone beside him. So, let's go back to what it was suggesting. I don't remember where it was. There it is. No, that's not it. The 4th. Training, pre-match, easy win, team selection. Let's just do that and go see what it says. Go over to tactics. You want me to start my big 3 up top. To be honest with you, I think I'm going to do something different, boys and girls. I think that Mr. Fremantle here, who's not the world's greatest complete forward, but he's got some skill. He's 19. I'm paying him enough. Let's see if he can do something. So, Fremantle for Ellison, and then let's take the Loney out. Let Navi play another match to give me some, trying to get some. Let Ellison, boy, 2. Ooh, that's no, don't be crazy, boy. Don't go getting crazy. Yeah, you are. You're complete bad luck. You're absolutely the most horrible luck person in the world. Let's not go getting crazy. Let's not go replacing too many people. Okay, so I need something like a Sam Austin there. That'll work. Match preview. We are favorites, and I am not playing a bunch of guys who know how to play with each other. But Did I do it or did I forget? Do you remember? I forgot. You're supposed to remind me to do that, fighter. Encourage the players. You might be better luck if you remember to tell me to pressurize the opposition. Oh, let's see what happens. They start with the ball. We're in blue, apparently. 2 shots, both on target. No one of them goes in. Ooh, I like the referee's shirts. It almost is a nice color. 1-0. Luke Hurst gets his 13th goal of the season. Yeah, you weren't luck yesterday when we were losing the extra inning games, though. In 2 days. No, was it 2 days? It was 3 days. I don't think it was back-to-back games, but it was back-to-back games, just not on back-to-back days, I think. 28 innings. Whew. Rain? I got sunshine down here. Out on the wing to Chambers. Chambers tries to kick it through the defender, and that never works. There's this thing about 2 objects can't occupy the same space at the same time rule. Yeah, I got sunshine. If I would have just started the stream 3 hours before I did, I would have had sun beaming on the monitors and wouldn't have been able to see. But by the time I start the sim, the sun's up over the peak of the roof. Nice boring match so far. 1 goal scored. That was a bad pass. That makes exciting. Now I see why they're in last place. Hemmings on the end of that one. Ooh. Fremantle forces the keeper to make a save. Give the kid credit for doing something good on his debut. Well, his starting debut. I think I played him once. Have I played him? He subbed once. So he has come on before. Went right past that defender. I don't want to yell at them. They're not playing bad. Hemmings and Fremantle aren't playing great, but... Okay, guys, quit playing around back in the back. Get the ball forward. Thank you. There we go. The big run-up and the soft tap to Moyo Gets the ball up to Hurst. Hurst floats by the defender. Passes on to Fremantle, who scores his first goal. It says his 6th goal of the season, but 5 of those goals were in the under-23s. So his first goal for the big club, I think. At least wise in the regular season it is. He may have played some friendlies earlier. 2-0, 35 minutes in. Almost 30 still. 38 minutes in. Then he turns around and makes a cross that if someone would have got on the end of that before the keeper touched it, that could have been a goal. Don't get too excited there, gamer. That's the last place team in the league that you're winning comfortably against, but still. This looks like it might be the last match of the day because it's almost 2:30. Stat line looks pretty good. Halftime. Take a look at the opposition. Do they make any subs? No. Go to our pep talk. Fremantle is playing well, as is Hurst. And the front line's all involved. That's good. Please keep going. So I pruned back a tree. That's a neat goal. That goal should have never happened. He was just trying to head it back into the middle, and it ended up going over the line for a goal. Anyway, I pruned a tree that had been growing in our backyard that we didn't want. I pruned it back with the intention of chopping it down the rest of the way. I did this a couple weeks ago, and I still never got the branches and stuff cleaned up to get out of the backyard. So the guy comes and cuts grass today, and he cuts all around the branches. Now, when I move the branches, there's going to be a bunch of dead grass there. I already know that. It'll come back to life once I get it exposed back to the sun again. But that's something I got to do this weekend. Taking Lolcat up to Charlotte tomorrow. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow night, dropping her off, coming back down here. She's going to spend Friday night and Saturday early cleaning in the apartment up there. I'm going to be bringing stuff back down here Friday night, and then when I go back up to pick her up on Sunday, whatever the last little bits of stuff that belongs to us that we want and we're not pitching, we'll be putting in the car when I bring her home on Saturday, and we will be done with the Charlotte excursion. I would say it was fun. In some respects it was, but to be honest with you, I don't know. Okay, when, do you remember when it was we moved back to Columbia? Wasn't it early April or late March? It was before coronavirus reared its ugly head in the U.S. and started going crazy, because I was going to be going up once a week, maybe twice a week, and was going to try to get out of there earlier. But then when coronavirus hit, we didn't go up for almost a month. In the last couple weeks, we've gone up once a week because we have to. So I'll be going up, quote, twice this week. She's only going up once, but there's not much left in the apartment that we want. There's a couch and a bed that we're going to get rid of. They don't fit in the back of the car. most everything that's still up there is I can't think of much of what's up there. I'll be right back. It's facility time. Okay, I'm back. Took the opportunity to refill my tea while I was at it. I forgot where we were and what we were doing. Opposition. I think I've already done that. I have. I'm at the point. Just play. Pause. I can now make a sub of my own. Tactics. Let's get Big Ed off. But this will be the last 2 trips. It has to be because next weekend's the weekend we got to be out by because that's when we've paid through. And I just want to get it over with and get out of there. I got to get a hold of AT&T and ask them what to do with their equipment. I know they're going to want it back, but the last time I had AT&T and I daggone it, I asked them to send me a box to send the equipment back. They send me a box that'll fit a very small notebook, not their equipment. So when I tell them I need a box to send the equipment back, if they send me a small box back, I'm going to take 2 pictures and I'm going to send it to them. I'm going to say, you want me to put this in there? Sure. Let me go get my hammer. Okay, I can make them the rest of my subs now. They've made the rest of their subs. And I want to get Weeks off because he's tired let's get Moyo's not a regular. Let's get Chambers off because he's tired. It never seems to fail. You know, you get a hold of these companies that you have to send stuff back to, that they want you to travel to their site to drop it off when you didn't get it from their site to have it hooked up. Or they send you a box that's too small. Why don't we just give away... Hey, you're bad luck. They've scored 2 goals in garbage time. I got to survive 3 more minutes, and we're playing like crap. They have a chance of tying this. I'm going to be really upset if they do. Well, they ain't gonna... They can try charging me. Because when I call them and tell them, no, don't leave. When I call and tell them that I'm done paying you, what do you want me to do with the equipment? If they try to charge me, I'm going to kindly tell them to shove it. You mind actually playing defense there? You put the ball into the touchline if you have to. Attaboy. Anywhere will do that doesn't have them. There we go. We finally won that match. We should have won it 3-0. But that'll be good. Disappointing after the first half. I don't care how depressed you get. You didn't play well in the second half. Give up 2 goals. And that's a road match. So yeah, well, I had a problem when we got it hooked up. The guy come in to hook it up and it wouldn't hook up, and it turned out that some construction had chopped the line somewhere. And I called and you know, they put in a quote work request, and they told me, yeah, you can check on it. I checked on it for a week and they didn't get it done. Finally, someone checked and said, oh yeah, it's done. They haven't called you to set up the appointment to get it fixed? I said, no. I got pissed off, and I'm on the line with the customer service rep, and I said, let me ask you a question. She goes, yes, sir. I said, your CEO doesn't have internet. What's going to happen? And she didn't have an answer for me. Next day, I got service. Because I told them I wasn't going to pay for a damn thing, and I was going to keep their equipment until they gave me service. So we'll see what they do. AT&T's horrible about that. 2 goals and assists. You played well. Defensively, you got let down. Oh, yeah, you're looking at Hurst. That's fine. You can look at him all you want. You pay you know, pay the transfer fee. You can have him. He's valued at $10K. I want $100K for him. Okay, we're not going to get to the MK Dons match. That will also be a nice thing to start off tomorrow with. Okay, save the game. I forgot you. See, save the game, fighter. Gotta tell me these things. I'm just a stupid guy who doesn't remember these things. Okay, game is saved. It is now the 6th. The game was played on the... game was... When was the game played? On the 5th? Yes, I can now look at finances. It's a road match, so we're going to lose money. But that basically tells me I played one home match and one road match so far this month, and I made $5,000. So it looks like I will be comfortably in the positive financially for the year. Let's see what the projections say. Yeah, they're projecting me to be 270K in the... No, I won't be. I will not be that far in the hole. I need to figure out how to use MooBot. Because there's stuff you can do with MooBot that you can't do with the thingy, and I don't know what it is. Built-in custom commands, built-in commands, timers, built-in commands. What's the built-in commands, guys? That's what I just looked at. That didn't help me any. Moderation, community permissions, user interface, miscellaneous. MooBot points. No interface. No user management. No. Dashboard editors. What's that? Grant users access to your MooBot by adding them as an editor. That way they can take care of your MooBot during your stream. That's nice. I will figure all this out later. I don't have a freaking clue how this works. But on that note, let's get up to the game. I should have done that already. I don't need a fitness coach. Thank you very much. Now what do you want me to do? He's called up by he's getting all kind of caps for Bermuda. A lot of good that does. MK Dons is going to play the infamous 4-5-1. We will get crushed. I will ignore that for now just so I can get up to the 9th and stop the stream when I get there. Clicky, 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 clicky. And we will find out who we're not playing. Team selection advice, I'll worry about that on the 9th. I will, however, go and do the stupid thing here, which will not work against them. Still the 8th. He's eligible for a contract. He's not good enough. He's eligible for a contract. He's not good enough. Pre-match match. Okay, fine. We'll do the press conference so that we have time. Yeah, we're in the discussion. Always back my own players. We look confident. Financial good news. Russell Martin is no longer the catcher for... Where'd he go? Who's he playing for this year? He was with the Dodgers last year, but he's no longer a Dodger again. La 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 la. I don't comment on other coaches. Okay, that's far enough out that he'll still be available. I will. Training individual. You're the only person I have to yell at. That makes this nice. Get me to the 9th. Get me to the pre-match. Next unread. Get me to the pre-match, please. Next unread. He's capable of playing 60 minutes. I might play him. Okay. Tactics. Let's just do a quick pit and let it decide. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boy, ooh, that's tempting to play him. I think I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try him. Fremantle and Ellison. And then flip you and you. And I need to get a mid-center. We'll put Nabby in the middle. And there. That will be the team, I think, that we put up against them. And that will be the end of the Football Manager save for today. Save the game. So, fighter, here in a few moments, you'll be able to refresh your screen in a few minutes, and because I'll blip the stream and get it reset and all that stuff. So, I know it's technically only you here. I got 2 other quote-unquote bots here. But thanks for showing up. For those of you who might be watching this later on YouTube, if I ever load it, thank you for viewing. The Old Gray Gamer. Signing off for about 15 minutes. I'll be back with Out of the Park Baseball 21. And now, fighter, you'll live it down, because I think we all didn't know, to be 100% honest with you. Anyhow, I'll be back in, well, let's say 10-15 minutes at most. I should be back real quick because I just got to update a couple things. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.